got some basically breaking news to share here at the channel, because there's always a great way to get your thumb on the pulse as we read between the lines and look between the ruts of the industry, is ask you guys, the fans. Probably the only channel on YouTube getting you guys involved, so I hope you're enjoying it. We're having a lot of fun. And it's my pleasure to do this, because as somebody who worked in the industry at a deep level for many, many years and has seen what's happened to the industry, where it's going, it's been really fun to whistleblow it with you. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys very much. If you're new, please subscribe. So today we're gonna answer the question and hear from you guys. Is this it? Have we seen the last of Adam Cianciarulo? I feel really bad because for one, Adam Cianciarulo is probably one of the nicest guys in the sport. If there was, we talk about Jetson getting booed. We talk about Danger getting hazed. We talk about a lot of stuff here at the show. Understandably so. We should. Why sugarcoat it? Why sweep it under the rug? Why not uncover the elephant in the room? For some reason, people have this big problem with that.
Don't, Walty, you're just spreading bad. No, Walty, don't do that. You're faking.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the things that people are thinking, but none of the reporters have the guts to talk about. We're blowing the lid off it. But Adam Cianciarulo, nobody's ever booed that guy once. Rightfully so. He's one of the nicest guys in the sport. He's a great personality. When he was at the height of his game, he had a very personable, likable, fun, jovial personality about him. He's went through some dark times, and he's been really transparent about communicating that to us. Adam Cianciarulo, we commend you. Now, with that being said, we knew this was a big year for Adam Cianciarulo. Last year was too. This is probably it for him in terms of his factory ride at Kawasaki. This is not good. He sees the writing on the wall. Now, the good news about Adam, probably made a lot of money and hopefully had a financial advisor and was able to get some investments. Now, he's not going to be an ultra millionaire, but he should have made enough money to at least not to take some pressure. He probably doesn't have to go get a 9-to-5 job right away. Maybe never, depending on how he's invested that money. I don't know his investment portfolio, but my guess is he has one. But this is the thing, friends. I've seen this movie before. Who am I thinking about? Leave it in the comments or say it right now to the television set. Who have you seen a similar story to this before? Well, I'm going to share this with you right now because I was at the track and I was in the industry, working in the industry when it happened. Kevin Windham. Kevin Windham had a similar situation. One day he was out at practice, and the next thing we hear is he's retiring. And then he went on his farewell tour. He joined the rest of the series for the rest of the rounds, but only for opening ceremonies to go do wasn't that rad? Speaking of rad, speaking about back in the day, how do you guys remember Kevin Windham? What do you remember about Kevin Windham that was so awesome during opening ceremonies? The transfer. He would find some jump and huck it and do some weird transfer. Crowd loved it. And then intermission, was it mini bikes or electric bikes? No! It was gnarly FMX chaos. Insanity. Kevin Windham had a similar situation. When you're a rider, some days it just all of a sudden it hits you. They say it's Adam's finger. I think maybe he just didn't feel good on the bike anymore. That's what happened to Kevin. He just one day said, man, that his excuse was, I just wasn't feeling it anymore. I wasn't feeling safe. And that's what Adam said. I don't know. I think I'm going to play it here on this video, but jump over to his Instagram because I believe he gave an update on what he's going through and what's going on. And he basically said he didn't want to go out there if he was going to be a risk to himself or the other riders. He pulled out. Now, he could have stayed out. He could have ridden. He could have ridden through the pain and the injury. That's what riders do. You always have some nagging injury. He could have stayed out there. He didn't. So my guess is don't be shocked if we get an official Adam Cianciarulo retirement announcement. Maybe they're talking right now in his camp about with the industry, if they'll let him, just doing a farewell tour and opening ceremonies. The industry, of course, will do it. Anything they can do to juice anything for ratings, they'll do it and exploit any rider they want. They won't do it because they want to help Adam. They'll do it because they want to exploit him. But we asked it here on the show because that's what we do. We said, have we seen the last of Adam Cianciarulo as a racer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over, reveal some polling, take a lap around the comments, then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, when asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, is this it for Adam Cincerillo? 53% of you said, yup, bro, I think he's calling it. Well, let's take a lap around the comments. First out of the starting gate with some Mad Whiskey Throttle. Beauty Amplify says, I think it's it, bro. Maybe you could be a test rider for Cowie or get another job in the industry. Sucks because he's such a good guy. I genuinely feel bad for him. He was never able to live up to his full potential with his injuries and nerve damage. That's it right there, brother. I agree. Let's see who's coming up on you next. Coming into the first corner, John Frisbee with, we need AC in the booth, dude. He'd be a blessing for the broadcast. Yeah, for sure. If he can get through Ricky. Boom! Bang's Second Shot Garage quads into the rhythm section with, I think if Cowie gives them the boot, a privateer team will pick him up, like what they did with Frenchie. There you go. Maybe he could end up over at Twisted Tea with the Chiz, and we could start calling him Kickstart Adam. WCZ scrubs the triple in a pair of work boots with, if AC9 is smart, he'll hang it up while he's still healthy. I hate to see him get hurt again. He's been through so many surgeries. There it is there, bro. Facts. Sean Beers comes flying into the whoop section. Feet off the pegs with, last year, bro. Last year. Man, it might be, dude. It might be his last race. Let's keep going. The Joe Groves comes across the finish line jump with a spectacular goon. Aaron writes, give that ride to Brock Tickle or Frenchie Ferrandis. And there it is there. Thanks to everybody who participated in the comments and the polling. Make sure you guys jump over and read the rest. There's some barn burners in there. Now let's get back to the studio. Wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. And there you go. Thanks to everybody who participated. Like I always say, if you're new, jump on board, subscribe, and get involved with the polling and the comments so we can have some fun together and examine the real industry, not the watered down, manufactured, lamestream media industry you're being spoon-fed. No! And probably 90% of the content being produced out there is afraid to ruffle the feathers. They're in somebody's pocket. Congratulations if you found this channel. We're going to continue to give it to you and give it to you straight. But the reality is over half of you said in the polling, he's done. This is it. This is it. Now, in the comments, most of you all love, no hate. Not one hate comment that I saw on Adam Cincerillo. We want this guy out there. One of you guys were saying, he could probably, and he could definitely get a Frenchie deal and get some ride on a satellite team. But do you think Adam wants to do that? Do you think Frenchie wanted to do that? Frenchie didn't want to do that. He had an agent out there negotiating his deal, probably pulled down a decent contract close to what he was getting from his factory deal with all the other endorsement sponsorships and incentives and bonus clauses. He probably is doing just fine on that privateer bike. But here's my challenge. Frenchie isn't compromised the way Adam is. Adam is pretty much done. Now, the kid clearly loves Moto. That's all he knows. He said that for himself. That's all I know is Moto, so this is a dark time for me. It's all I know. Plus, when you came up with that, he came up with way more hype than Frenchie. So the last thing he wants to do is be some satellite team rider. But the reality is this. I'm not sure Adam's body is going to let him come back at any level. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. Wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. AC, welcome to the swimming pool, my brother. We're all cheering for you. You got a lot of love here at this channel, and I'm sure all across the industry itself. It sucks. I know what it's like to have to go through challenges in life, personal, professional, whatever the case may be. I get it. We all get it. We feel for you. We thank you. We commend you for continuing to come report on what's going on with you personally, not some sugar-coated, robot, manufactured, scripted media team camp publicist telling you what to say. No, you're very authentic, dude. So no matter what you do, if this is it for you, if you come back on a pickup truck or a satellite team, we don't care. We're always going to cheer for you. But one thing you got to know and got to know for sure, Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there. Simply reach out to Walty Wanders MX on Instagram. Bring some tear-offs as the roost might fly. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.